on Sarah's Stamping Retreat. Today I'm joining in Altenew Educators YouTube hop, and the theme of today's hop is showcasing your favourite colour combinations. So my favourite combination is navy, gold and a pop of colour. So today that pop of colour is going to be yellow. Make sure you check out the description below to hop along, see all the other designers' favourite colour combinations, and make sure you leave comments on each of the videos as well to be in a chance of winning the prizes. So today for my card I'm going to be using this Craft Your Life project kit casual bouquets, and we're going to be using the outline stamp set and the die set. There is a coordinating embossing folder and stencil as well, but we're not going to be using those today. So let's get on and make our card. So in this stamp set, it's nice for doing kind of like mirror cards because you've got one of these that goes one way and one the other, and the same with this. But I'm going to be using a bit of a random pattern today, so I'm just going to be using one of each. So I want to heat emboss my images today, so I'm going to just stamp 3 of my images onto some white cardstock. So I'm going to stamp 2 of this one and 1 of the other. And then I'm just going to heat emboss this using gold embossing powder. You can see that I've misstamped this bit here. I've missed off part of the image. Normally I would just restamp that, but for this, because we're not going to be using the whole image, we're going to be using partial images, then I can just make sure that that bit hangs off the side of the card, and I'll just chop it off. So then I'm going to grab my Sunshine Valley Garden set and also my Tropical Garden set of alcohol markers. I'm just going to colour in those flowers, and I like to colour in a pretty simple way, so I like to cover the image with the lightest colour I'm going to use first. So in this case it's the Citrus Burst, and then I like to take the second lightest colour and just start to add a little bit of kind of shading. And I'm never particularly deliberate with the way that I colour. I'm not going for a really realistic look, I'm just going for a kind of interesting look as opposed to a flat look. And then I like to go in the darkest colour and just add a little bit kind of to the very edges of the shadow, just to add a little bit more dimension. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing on the leaves with the bamboo, the parrot and the olive. So then I'm going to be using this very, very dark navy cardstock. So I'm going to take this Arctic Mountain colour from the Mystic Garden set, and I'm going to colour around the outside of this, and that is so that when I die cut it, then the edges are going to blend in with the card blank rather than standing out. And then I can die cut it with the coordinating die, and you can see that it will have a navy blue border rather than a white border around the outside. So then we've got our flowers, and now I want to stamp my sentiment, which is going to be this thanks. I really like this mini thanks stamp set. It's just a small one, so it's a really good price point, but the font is absolutely gorgeous, so I use it a lot. So then I'm going to heat emboss that onto some more navy cardstock, and I'm going to use the gold embossing powder again, and then I'm going to cut around that. So then for my card, I've got a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card blank. Then I've got a piece of gold cut down to 5 by 3 3/4 inches, and then this navy piece is 1/8 of an inch smaller than that. So on this navy piece I'm going to add my flowers. I'm going to pop them up with foam pads, and I'm going to make sure that that bit where it misstamped is hanging off there. So then I'm going to cut the excess off the back. And then I'm going to use some of it to fill in this gap here. And then I'm even going to add this bit down here as well. So then I'm going to build that up onto my card blank. And then if you're worried about postage, obviously you could glue this onto here. But I'm going to add a bit of extra dimension and add some foam pads behind here as well. So then there's our card finished. I think that looks really pretty with all of that added dimension and those really pretty florals. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's card. Please do remember to go and hop along the other designers as well. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate you clicking like below, and you can also press subscribe if you'd like to see future videos. If you press the bell button and select all, then YouTube will also notify you when I've got a new video available. All of the products that I've used for today's card are listed in the description below, and there's also a link there to my blog where you can find a picture supply list if that helps you find what you're looking for. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon.